Hey, it's your boy Big Phil for Big Phil Speaks. I've been sitting back in the cut, just listening and watching this whole debacle. Gayle King, in her remarks, in her and questioning on Kobe Bryant and his passing, Snoop's response, Susan Rice's response to that, also different people and celebrities in their different stances and point of views, and even those that have been teeter-tottering 1 minute on one side of the fence, in the next minute on another side of the fence. Also saw Michael Eric Dyson's diatribe, or his point of view. This is the thing to me. First, you got to start at the root of it all. Whether you believe that man was guilty or not, the court of law says something totally different. At worst, he might have committed adultery or did commit adultery, because he acknowledged that and he apologized for that. That happened, what, 17, 18 years ago? But for Gayle King and other reporters to bring that up so close after his tragic death is, it just leaves a bitter taste in people's mouths. It is in poor taste, in poor judgment. And the fact that she could say that her network threw her under the bus. No, you threw yourself under the bus because of the line of questioning that you asked, which wasn't just one question, it was multiple questions, Gayle. So you can't get off on that one. Now, the backlash you received from it, Snoop only said what the average person would have said if you would have came for their family member so close after they died. Maybe his, maybe his language was colorful, but I'm pretty sure some of Kobe's family members and even closer friends had even more colorful language. They just didn't verbalize it via video. Think about it. You think about it. You hear about it all the time. People come into funerals that either had affairs with the person that passed, and the wife or the husband went slam off. The brother and sister who thinks this person at this funeral had something to do with the death of their loved one went slam off. Somebody's in the funeral that's been talking mad trash about the deceased. The family members and or friends go slam off. So what Snoop said, no matter if you agreed, disagreed, thought that he went over the board or not, and if you think about it, it should be understandable. Yeah, maybe he ain't had to call her a bitch. Okay. But this energy from people like Yasha Ali, Susan Rice, the man, Snoop didn't mean he was going to send people at the woman to do something to her. He meanly basically saying she's on notice, like the same way she coming in with a line of questioning for Kobe, about Kobe, that her background, things in her past, her livelihood, and the way she makes a living, and the way she's living can be questioned in open forum. That's basically what that meant. But for you, Susan Rice, to talk about you have an army to come after the brother, that's despicable. Because if you got an army like that and you represent the better interests of our people, then you need to get out there on the front lines and deal with the police brutality and all these police killing unarmed black folks, brown folks, etc. You need to get out there and get at Zimmerman. If you got an army, you feeling that froggish, you want to leap. Use your political power, your political pull, your um, media power, your media pull to make some things happen at the grassroots levels of a lot of issues that happen in our community. I get it. That might be your good girlfriend, but at the same time, your good girlfriend was good and dead wrong. Like I said, his delivery might not have been your cup of tea. His delivery might have offended some. But if you're going to defend the fact that she has the right to ask those questions, you got to defend the right for Snoop to have freedom of speech in his response. Can't have it both ways. You can't have it one way. Oh well, man, look at how these people are coming at Gayle. It's so wrong. She's such a professional, and so her career speaks for itself. Bullshit. Bullshit. Because some of y'all crucified Bill Cosby, and if you look at his professional record, that should speak for itself, right? Hmm. And the fact that Oprah, in that interview where, oh, she was so broken up about Gayle, made sure she mentioned the fact that Bill Cosby tweeted or whatever it was from jail. See, there's a lot of underlying bullshit behind a lot of this mess, and it's not so much that is an issue with calling us out, us as a people, the things we do wrong, because we should be called out too. But if you're gonna do it in an open national, international, global forum or format, then you should do it across the board. Like the people that got business relationships, that got way more issues and way more accusations and way more proven fallacies and criminal acts under their belt. What you don't understand is this, Susan Rice, because it sounds like you're out of touch with a lot of things. I could be wrong, but where's your army when it comes to Harvey Weinstein? Huh? Where's your army when it comes to the current commander in chief and the bullshiggery he's been doing? Huh? Oh, you got to watch your tongue with that, huh? President, I can kind of get that. Harvey Weinstein, why? Because he's a billionaire and he can probably go toe for toe with you in a long standing war. You cannot you cannot have it both ways, Susan Rice, Gayle King, Oprah Winfrey. You can't. If you're going to be standing up for a just cause, stand up for that just cause across the board. Across the board. Now, Michael Eric Dyson, I saw your profound video eloquently stated. I agree with you for the most part. Black women should not be torn down, especially not by our own people. Especially not by our own people. However, there also has to be, along with the how can I say, the criticism and the critique, it also has to be the understanding that Snoop had a deeper relationship with Kobe. And there are a lot of people that had deeper relationships with Kobe than surface relationships, to whereas they felt like they were a family, whether it was close family, or extended family. Thus, when family are hurt about people coming after family, especially in death, a lot of words are apt to come out of their mouth that don't sit right with the normal crowd. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. What I'm saying is there should definitely be understanding in that. You got a lot of people trying to understand Gayle and her position. but the understanding for the the how can I say the vulgarity or the profaneness of Snoop's words. They were meant to hit home. They should hit home because what Gayle was doing was for ratings, for viewership. It was. And what she needs to understand is what's good for the goose is good for the gander. And there'll be some people that will agree with me, and there'll be some that disagree with me. That's all well and good. Because like I said, whether you felt as though Snoop went too far or not far enough, the point of the matter is Gayle went too far. And obviously she feels like she didn't go far enough in her questioning. She felt as though her line of questioning was perfectly okay. Those that got her back, her friends, feel like it's perfectly okay. And maybe it would have been a month from now, 2 months from now, 6 months from now. The man ain't even in the ground yet. And you talking about unsubstantiated, or should I say, um, stuff he's been acquitted for, things of that nature, 17, 18 years ago. Who does that? Gayle, if somebody came for your mama or your auntie or your uncle or your daddy for something he did back in the 50s or 60s, and that man ain't even in the ground yet and he just died, what would you be saying out your mouth about that person? This is for the general public watching this. Yashir Bali, I mean Ali, Susan Rice. If this person was your family member or close friend, since Gayle is your close friend, what if Gayle was the one that passed or deceased in a tragic accident, had not been laid in the ground yet? And somebody had the audacity to bring up something she did 17 years ago, or something that was speculated that she did, or some controversial, or uh, something smearing about her that happened 17, 18 years ago in that timeline. Susan Rice, what would you be saying? How would you handle that? I'm pretty sure your language would be very colorful, very profane, very vulgar. Just like your little tweet had a little cuss word in it. That ain't professional. Not for a national security advisor, but it's human. Get that? Human. And that's the thing that people ain't recognizing with Snoop Dogg. With what he said. What he said, he said what a lot of people felt. And his response was human. That man and his daughter just died tragically. And she had the audacity to bring up something that his other kids might not even know happened in life. We all must work on timing. We must all work on doing unto others as we would have them do unto us. You can't do what you want and then try to gate or measure what somebody does back to you. It don't work that way. Karma don't work that way. So how dare Susan Rice you try to put a tamper on Snoop, but then be okay with Gayle and what she did? You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. Whether you agree with me or disagree with me, y'all, tap in below. Let me know what you think. If you think that what I'm saying has some merit, say so. If you disagree, say so. It's all about dialogue. And we as a community, we need to do a lot more dialogue. And, we'll be a tighter front when it comes to other things and other issues, more important issues that we as a community need to deal with. First, we need to deal with our own yard, then we can deal with our neighbor's backyard. I'm Big Phil from Big Phil Speaks. If you ain't following me here on IG, hit that follow button. If you ain't subscribed to me on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Book up. And on that note, I'm out. Cheer. I holla.